So, good morning. We are starting on the trail and it is a fabulous Saturday. I haven't been on the trails in a few weeks, so yay! And the last time it really was just a walk. It was about 4 miles at Pacheco State Park. I'll post that soon. Anyhow, here we are starting onto the 4-mile trail that'll take us up to Glacier Point. It says 4 miles. When we're all said and done, it's about 10 miles up and back, and got a little bit of frost, but thankfully no snow. Yay! Yet it had a little bit of dusting of snow earlier this week, and now we have a nice chilly morning, but not too bad. I've been indoors. However, this is probably the last time I'll be in the Sierras until next spring. I go to the coast during winter and hike along the coast because I don't do cold real well. At least not snow. But it is so great to be with all these wonderful people and starting to experience a beautiful hike together. Talk to you shortly. Hello, Johnny.
Hi, Lori.
Right in between the trees. Hello.
Walk around there all the time.
Hello. Beautiful tongue. It is incredibly beautiful and peaceful out here. And while it's been a couple weeks since I've done my little hiking, it does bring me great happiness to be along the trails. Feeling the slight breeze, smelling the trees and the dirt, especially since it's still damp, and you get to smell the earth and see all these beautiful rocks. Look at that. And then over here, how could you not love a view like that? Again, being out here just helps me solidify my gratuity and my gratefulness for all the things I am able to do. I may not be able to do this forever, but I'm going to do it as long as I can and with as much gusto as I can, because it's beautiful. But even when I'm not out here on a hike, I am able to see the beauty around me, whether it's a weed growing out of a small crack in the pavement, whether it's a child laughing, whether it's a good day at work or a bad day at work that I find goodness in, because even on bad days, you are able to find things to be grateful for. So I will continue this when I am not struggling for breath. Just kidding. I'll be struggling for breath for a while. It's got a lot of elevation gain, but it's good. And it's fun to do. This hike, as I said, I've done it once before. When it actually had snow on the ground, we had to use clamp-ons. Those micro spikes help immensely. Anyhow, I will continue down this road and show you more later. A little bit of water here on the trail. Hello. Beautiful view. Amazing. Whee! Up, up and away. But it's not as bad as some I've been on, and worse than others. So it's definitely a moderate to hard hike. Go at your own pace, as I say. Turtle up, you know, slow and steady can win the race, just like the turtle and the hare. So just do your best. As I've said before on numerous occasions, even if just getting out of bed and making a cup of coffee is as far as you can go this morning, so be it. That's okay. You don't need to be gung-ho on everything. Give yourself kudos for what you do, because life can be challenging. There's enough coming at us from so many different directions that beating ourselves up for things is not a good way to be. It's not healthy, and it's not true. So as you go through the day and have your negative self-talk, take a moment and question the validity of those negative thoughts. You know, there's so many ways that you can find positivity even in the negative. I'll go on about that when I can talk. At the top of Glacier Point. Okay, this is why I hike. Look at this. I got it too. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, nope, this is for everyone and anyone who wants to come up here. It's the beauty about nature. Each of us can take a similar photo, and yet it has its own distinctness. My video will be different than Johnny's. My pictures will be different than Anne's. You know, I'm Amy's and Johnny's and Jose's. So each of us get a different perspective. And all of that makes this incredible. Of course, we also have this. So, have to be extremely careful because it is, oh wow, awe-inspiring. Okay, it's slippery, so there is that. But look at that. How could you not appreciate that view? Makes me so happy to be up here. Listening to the birds and just being. It's pretty awesome. Hope you're enjoying the views and my little adventure up a 4-mile trail to Glacier Point. Note, I think at the base it's 4.6 and then some. So, because you always walk around Glacier Point and get different views. So, see you at the top. All right, we're almost at the sign to Glacier Lake. I mean Glacier Point. Ah. This is not an easy hike, especially when you have snow.
Oh.
Someone was telling me about that.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Hello.
And they built it when we first moved in.
Oh. Last little bit. Woohoo. we're getting there. Yay! It is extremely pretty with the snowbank here. And overall, it could be a lot colder, but it's not. Thankfully. Now, when we get up to Glacier Point, which we are almost there, I will have to put my jacket back on because the breezes are already starting to kick in. But just wanted to show you some of the terrain we're going through in early November 2022. It's a great hike and the views are amazing. All right, so here we are at Glacier Point, and it is magnificent, as always. Views in Yosemite never disappoint me. Way down there, we started, not just down there, but way down there. Look at this. All this. Look at that. You can see everything. Overhang Rock, Yosemite Falls, the Hawani Hotel, Yosemite Village, Curry Village, Yosemite Lodge, Mount Hoffman, North Dome, Basket Dome, Mirror Lake, Royal Arches, and Half Dome. All of that can be seen from here. Look at that. Let me be clear. I do not hate snow. I think it's pretty to come and be in a little bit. I just don't like cold. And hiking in snow is, for me, not my favorite. But at the same time, you got to do it once in a while. It's better than snowshoeing. I will never snowshoe again. But I said earlier that I hate snow, but I don't really hate snow. I just hate hiking in snow. But at least there wasn't a mass amount of post holes, you know, where you're just digging into the snow. Oh my goodness. So right over there, you have Half Dome, and then it's hard to see, but right about there, you have Nevada Falls going down. Well, you can't really see Vernal real well, but Vernal is right there. Oh, beautiful. They both actually do have a bit of water. Surprises me a little bit, not a lot. Oh. So here we have this view of it. So from this vantage point, you can see Mount Hoffman, you can see North Dome, Basket Dome, Mount Watkins, Tenaya Peak, Echo Peaks, Tenaya Canyon, Mirror Lake, Clouds Rest, and Half Dome. And then, as I said, you can see the two waterfalls. You have Nevada and Vernal. Spectacular. Look at that. Never, ever gets boring. So, with Half Dome behind me, I'm going to lean against the rail here and just kind of talk about the power of your thoughts and how you can work on overcoming negative thoughts. They hit us all and they can be brutal, but there are ways When you're doing negative self-talk, things that you can't, you feel you can't do, or you are discouraged or whatever, you can try to turn those negative thoughts into a positive or lessen the negativity of them. For instance, I'm trying to start to do pull-ups. I can't do a pull-up. I have no upper body strength whatsoever. So I've been, doing my little girl push-ups for this week, and I can get like 3 or 4. Really, I suck. And then pull-ups, I'm just right now, I started like 2 weeks ago, just doing just a dead hang. And when I first started, I couldn't even do 5 seconds of a dead hang. I am now up to 4 dead hangs from anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds. So slowly building that up. Yeah, I'm not pulling myself up yet, but eventually, if I keep at it, one little step at a time, it'll make it better. So back to the idea of how you can reframe your thoughts. Part of it is just being aware that thoughts are not reality. There are perceptions, and our perceptions can change at any moment. It's just a matter of training yourself to see. I keep wanting to get the background because it is so beautiful. Training our minds to see or to be aware when that negative self-talk comes. And then you can start questioning it. You can examine it, and you can look at it and figure out, is this the truth, or is this something I'm telling myself? A lot of people have a hard time meeting new people or going out and doing things on their own. I admit I am not one of those people, but there are times when I get nervous or uncomfortable, and I'm like, what do I say? How am I going to be perceived? Or you leave a situation, or you go into a situation thinking, preconceived notions. They're not going to like me. I'm not going to have anything to say. I'm not going to have anything that would bring value or will be witty or whatever. You have to be on for people. But that's not true. Just be yourself. Be an active listener. Listen to what people tell you. Remember their names and spend some time listening to their stories. Ask open-ended questions. And then when you're going into those situations, if you say, oh, they won't like me or they don't do this, family situations, let's say, which with the holidays can be the dynamics that really drive us all crazy. Oh, it's going to be this type of da-da-da. Don't psych yourself up like that. Instead, go in with a clean, clear mind and let yourself say, nope, this is going to be different, not because of anyone else, not because anybody else's attitude necessarily will be changing, but because you can go into it saying, this is a fresh day, and whatever they say or whatever they do does not have to affect me negatively. It is their comments, and it's on them. So remember that. It's a way to shift your own point of views, away from the negativity. And if it's internalizing, like, oh, somebody won't like me, or they won't, I won't be witty or whatever, stop that as well. Just be yourself, and yourself is good enough. Yourself is beyond good enough. So anyhow, that's enough preaching of positive attitude, but yeah, enjoy this beautiful view. We are gonna go have lunch, relax a little bit. I'll probably meditate, and then we'll head back down the hill. Ah, such beauty. Anyhow, see you soon.
Maybe one of these rocks.
Hello, everyone. So we are finishing up the last of the 4 mile. That is a lie. It's a 5 mile to get up to Glacier Point. So, and then 5 back down. So a 10-mile total. We have had a great afternoon. It has been so much fun. Amy and I were lagging behind everyone, So Amy started asking everyone where they're from, and oh my goodness, we got Poland, Norwegian, Hungarian, Swedish, German, British, Canadian. What else did we have? Austrian. Yeah, we had a ton. And then we also had Utah and New York, Washington, of course, California. So we had enjoyed saying hi and talking to people on the way down as they were going up. What a great afternoon, and what an amazing day with friends. Hadn't hiked in almost, well, 2 weeks ago was a little 4 mile. Haven't had a solid hike like this in quite some time. So I'm happy to be here. So much fun enjoying Yosemite and the views, which are always amazing. And you see all of them on this wonderful video. Again, this is Wanderlust on the Trails. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel. And once you subscribe, click the little bell to get notifications of future uploads. I hope you have an amazing rest of your weekend. See you on the next adventure. Bye.